Prominent Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Shirt administrations that take care of business rights. Please enable JavaScript to view the comments powered by Discuss. In the current article, we shall see how the storm of technology has influenced one of the most manual and old-school industries of all time, the legal industry. We shall see how big data has helped the legal industry in a few aspects. Most major organizations and startup businesses in this era have. You probably have heard that MySQL is easy to work with and good relation to other computer languages. But it is a simple language. Copyright 2005 to 2020 Article Q. All rights reserved. Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Shirt use of our service is protected by our privacy policy and terms of service. Refinancing would allow you to replace a loan when your home worth is less than what you owe the lender. Sometimes when a homeowner faces foreclosures as a result of unpredictable monetary conditions, but the financial system is coming around to a sound state, the lender may assist you to repay the loan. In this way, you would be making the payments on a monthly basis as before, and the past unpaid payments would be added up to the flip side of your current mortgage. Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Shirt. Ladies Tee. Long sleeved. Sweater and hoodie. Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Ladies Tee. Ladies Tee. By Mercy. Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Shirt means the condition when a homeowner finds himself in an improved financial position to pay off the entire mortgage. If that's the case, then discuss with the lender to either add up the due balance in your current mortgage or to minimize the payments for a definite interval, so you can make the payments without compensating for a big capital then and there. This can help you to reside in your home while at the same time accumulating funds to finance the mortgage. Mirror the lending agent in person and ask if they can revise the loan to reconstruct the payments. Affordable for you. There's not very much information about it, but from what I can tell, the original system would hardly qualify as a video game. Many online websites, including Moby Games, describe it as a 16mm film projection system, but I believe this is incorrect, and that such descriptions are conflating it with the later mini laser clay, which may have used 16mm film to project a scene of a flying clay pigeon for players to shoot at. The original system's projection mechanism seems to be an electromechanical light device, something akin to a Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Shirt blend of a zoetrope and a laser pointer, which Nintendo later miniaturized as a toy called Duck Hunt. No relation to the 1984 NES game Tech-Wise. The next Nintendo game, Wild Gunman from 1974, appears to be based on the 16mm mini laser clay system. There's more information about how it worked, and there's even footage on YouTube of two guys playing a faded print at a convention in France. Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Long Sleeved. Long sleeved. The cabinet had two 16mm film projectors. One loaded with a film loop of cowboys shooting at you, and the other loaded with an alternate loop where the cowboys fall down dead. Last week, I finally Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Shirt watched The Art of the Steal, an arresting documentary on the controversy around the evolution of the Barnes Foundation from a suburban educational art facility to a major urban art museum, to open in May 2012. The documentary raises basic questions about donor intent, legal execution of eccentric people's wills, and, most interesting to me, the definition of access to a collection. A quick background on the Barnes Foundation. It was founded in 1922 by Albert Barnes, a wealthy scientist who collected what is now considered an incomparable collection of Impressionist and Modernist art. Renoir, Cézanne, Matisse, Picasso. Barnes collected it before it was popular in the U.S., and he collected the best of the best with the help of educational philosopher John Dewey. Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Shirt. Barnes founded the Barnes Foundation as an educational facility in Marion, PA, near Philadelphia. Unlike most art collections, Barnes' art was neither exclusively private nor a public museum. It was primarily used as a teaching collection for youth and adult students. The Barnes Foundation allowed a limited number of public visitors 2 days a week. But visitors were second-class citizens compared to the students. It's easy to understand from this perspective how the artists could be seen as distracting from or even causing trouble for the security guards in their frontline function. Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Sweater. The initial response from both management within the security and more of the rank and file was primarily resistance, confusion, annoyance, and generally not supporting it. I think, as with all unusual activities that interfere with one's routine, that was a reasonable response. Once those activities become routine, and with the right personalities involved, things start to smooth. Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Shirt out, I think, was exceptional in his approachability, and in his willingness to explain and engage. So he made it easier for the guards to eventually accept, respond, and enjoy. Many of the machine projects at the Hammer were designed for very small audiences. 8-person needlepoint and psychotherapy groups. 2-person audiences in the Little William Theater. Frequently, we get stuck on developing participatory projects or events that serve as many people as possible. The machine had the vision, and the luxury, of creating big experiences for small numbers of participants. But my damn colleagues encouraged me also to talk with community members who are intimately involved in the world of fiber and textiles. I soon discovered Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Shirt. The enormity of that group. There are dozens of guilds in Colorado dedicated to quilting alone. Who are all of these people? What inspires them? Once we started the conversation, the outpouring of excitement was remarkable. My colleague Jamila Ricciardi and I shared our concepts for the various components of the studio. Community artists gave their honest feedback, and we crafted a display based on these discussions and their contributions. Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Hoodie. Some Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Shirt. Community artists. An arresting documentary on the controversy around the evolution of the Barnes Foundation from a suburban educational art facility to a major urban art museum, to open in May 2012. The documentary raises basic questions about donor intent, legal execution of eccentric people's wills, and, most interesting to me, the definition of access to a collection. A quick background on the Barnes Foundation. It was founded in 1922 by Albert Barnes, a wealthy scientist who collected what is now considered an incomparable collection of impressionists. And once those activities become routine, and with the right personalities involved, things start to smooth out. I think, was exceptional in his approachability, and in his willingness to explain and engage. So he made it easier for the guards to eventually accept, respond, and enjoy. Many of the machine projects at the Hammer were designed for very small audiences. 8-person needlepoint and psychotherapy groups. 2-person audiences in the Little William Theater. More than 160 contributors, ranging from nationally known artists to hobbyist crafters, sent us samples, tools, and heirlooms that almost completely populated the 80 cubbies in Love Heaven 6 Beautiful Dad Shirt. Our dense curio cabinet-style display, prompted by our simple questions. Have you ever made a quilt out of particularly meaningful materials? Quote, they created pieces imbued with stories like Amy Gibson, the mother of 4 who designed and made a quilt block out of parachute material her grandfather brought home from France after serving in World War II. Other products.